All right, folks, I gotta tell you guys, it takes a lot of courage to get up here. You guys are doing fantastic tonight, so keep the laughs coming, keep all the applause coming for your next comic. And this guy is afraid of Sesame Street, so he needs it. Mr. Andrew Severin.
Hey, for the record, I'm only afraid of Sesame Street because they're all monsters and no one acknowledges it, and that's horrifying. And speaking of monsters, I actually had an experience with a real monster about a year ago. It's really weird, too. I was in Yosemite camping with my buddy James. Yosemite, by the way, is awesome. And camping is my favorite thing to do. It's a lot like being homeless, except it's not sad. But anyway, so we're camping in Yosemite, and if you've never been to Yosemite, there's one thing you should really know. Apparently it's full of bears. They're just everywhere. There's just bears all over Yosemite. We came into contact with one because, being Yosemite, it's on a mountain, it gets really dark, and you can't see it, especially when you're drunk. And when you're camping, you get drunk. So it's me and James. We're sitting by our campfire, getting drunk. And then all of a sudden he decides he has to stand up and go to the bathroom. And I know that if I let him go alone, because there's bears, he's gonna die. He would just die. So he'd just go in the woods and be dead. So I knew I had to go with him. I made one mistake though. When you're in a situation where you really, really need a flashlight, like when it's pitch black, do not give that flashlight to the drunk guy, because he might start doing jazz hands with it, and then you really can't see. So I'm leading James to the bathroom, and he's going at it, and I had this urge. I knew we had to stop. I didn't know exactly what it was. Like I don't know if I heard something or something, but I knew that if we didn't stop where we were, something really bad was going to happen. So I stopped his jazz hands, and I grab his arm and I just sweep the flashlight directly in front of us, right into the face of a full-grown bear. Yeah. But it was a huge bear too, and apparently they don't like flashlights in their face. And this one was especially grumpy. So with the flashlight in his face, he stands up in front of us, and he's like 8 feet tall. And James just turns to me and just goes, "Nope, too drunk." And he just got out of there. And I wasn't really mad. Like, I don't really blame him, but I just thought it was stupid, because if the bear's gonna eat one of us, it was gonna be me. Because I'm tastier. I've been eating Cheetos my whole life. I'm like 98% cheese, so it's a really easy decision. So now I'm alone with the bear, and it was, you know. No, he dropped the flashlight. Let me just say he dropped the flashlight, so it still doesn't help. It's just pointing at the bear's foot, which I knew it was there because he's standing in front of me. So now I'm alone with the bear, and you know, I was freaking out. I knew I was gonna die. I distinctly remember I could feel the earth under my feet, and I was focusing on his claws. They're really big and sharp, and I noticed like those are gonna go into my face. But so I'm standing there, I'm focusing on this bear, and like I was so in my own head I couldn't even hear him start to roar. But I do remember distinctly there was only one thought going through my head. Bears smell weird. That was it. I thought I was gonna die. Those could have been my last thoughts on earth. It wasn't even like, oh, I'm never gonna see my friends and family again, or, you know, like, oh, I didn't finish college, or even like, yay, get out of debt free card. Nope, bears smell weird. But it was pretty horrifying. I got saved by a crazy guy who he ran towards us and started clapping, and it was weird because that situation doesn't work in any other situation. Like if I had a gun pointed on me and I started clapping in his face, I would just immediately get shot. But it worked, so thanks, guy. And so if you decide to go to Yosemite, just remember 2 things. Limit your Cheeto intake and start practicing your clapping. My name's Andrew, thank you very much.
Oh, he's made of cheese! Oh, fantastic! Oh, you're welcome, by the way. I learned that back when I was in Boy Scouts. Clapping. I saved him. That's called a callback. Write that down. That's also on the farm.